No.
Fantastic article. Fantastic article I read in the Independent this week, written by Mark Steele. It was talking about Priti Patel's new immigration plans post Brexit. Because it's a whole new United Kingdom where we fucking hate everyone.
That was beautiful.
It sounds pretty fucking dark.
Is that the new national anthem? Like,
it might as
official.
well be.
Everybody
I got
stands up.
chills.
Yeah.
I got just a feeling run through.
We're gonna have like a choir of small like girls dressed up in like United Kingdom flags and shit,
Careful.
all singing that like the Trump girl band.
Easy now.
Hey, me, the fourth Duke of London here. My reputation.
Whoa, there, son.
No, but like
Let's not get to gallop. Let's keep it at a trot.
So like the Tories are sort of like rolling out the budgets for, you know, what it's going to look like now we don't have to send all that money to the EU and we've Brexited, and so they're unveiling all these new like policies to do with Brexit, down to like immigration. The fisheries have come about again. So like,
good.
This whole thing of like this absolutely not inconsequential, but this kind of thing where it's just not really a big stake. There's like I think it's about 4,000 to 8,000 people that are employed in total in the UK fishing industry. But like it's fucking so much percentage of fish in Europe gets fished out of British waters, whatever British waters means. Like, it's fucking the ocean, man. Like everyone has claim to the ocean. Like it's no man's land, isn't it? I don't exactly know how that kind of shit works.
It's no man's ocean.
Yeah, it's no man's ocean, exactly. But apparently not. It's fucking our ocean, and we don't want those fucking Frenchies in our ocean having our British fish. So we've got some serious laws getting like negotiated and put in place.
Need to protect our Captain Birdseye fish fingers.
And like all of,
But I wanted your fish. Oui. Why do you think that I do not want your fish?
fucking like, but it's this thing with like the media, and I feel like this happening the same thing in America, where like it's so hyperbolic and everything is the guns jumped ahead. The same thing with the way Mayor Pete, I stopped saying butt names or whatever because I feel mean, but like Mayor Pete, because that's what everyone calls him.
I call him Peanut Butter Judge.
Peanut Butter Judge, there you go. That's very PG. There you go. Like with Peanut Butter Judge kind of like jumping the gun and announcing himself the winner. Like I saw on Bloomberg, they also fucking made a whole article saying like, oh, now Brexit's done, this is what's going to happen. It's like, mate, there's not even a fucking trade deal in place, and you're trying to hype people up about all of this shit, giving everyone like these far right talking points about fucking immigration, like all of this stuff. It's stoking bare anger and fires in the UK, man.
It's pretty bad, like especially on the immigration front, because like all the like right wing like news shows and like radio shows are talking about health tourism. The idea that like
no, they do that here. Like they act like this is the best. Like that's so disingenuous. That's fucking bullshit.
There's also the second Windrush scandal as well. Well, actually, I'll explain the health tourism thing first for the benefit of those who don't understand. So basically, obviously, because we have a nationalized healthcare system, the right wing are now kind of trying to paint the picture that people from abroad are coming and basically taking the piss in British hospitals and using our fucking
They're using your bathroom. They're literally taking a piss in the British hospitals.
I don't know why I just like
I do need to use the toilet.
Stop.
You sound like the SpongeBob voice, like the fucking.
I'm doing it as like obnoxiously bad as I can.
Everyone
I can't do a French accent. I can't do any accents.
Oh my god!
Besides,
You could do a pretty good American accent. Though. No, I mean, it's not a really like a real one. It's a make fun of one.
People have said that I sound like a Scottish Valley girl, and
nobody has said that.
It really triggers me.
Who has said that in the last 10 years? I want to know who said that in the last 10 years.
Wait,
of your life.
Was it Jake? Was it Jake that said it?
I didn't say that, but that is definitely, I agree with the sentiment.
You got dragged. I'm glad
Oh my God.
I'm glad it's Ashley getting
I'm
dragged.
flying over there. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fucking physically fight.
I'll have you know.
Oh my God. Like, okay.
That wasn't me. That was Ashley.
Back to serious things.
Oh,
Ew, gross. That back to serious topics. So basically, they're saying that people are coming and taking the piss in our health about our healthcare system and like just using it because it's free and then fucking off, having babies. That's like the major thing that they're doing. It's like people from Eastern Europe are coming and they're coming and having babies and all of this like crazy stuff. And there's also obviously the second Windrush scandal happened a couple of years ago when Theresa May was prime minister. The Windrush scandal was basically, obviously, if you don't know what the Windrush is, the Windrush was the name of one of the ships that the first Jamaican immigrants to the UK came to the UK on. So it was kind of the first generation of African immigrants after World War II. From places like that, from sub-Saharan Africa and the Caribbean, basically. And a lot of those people who came on the Windrush were not given documentation, even though they were promised it by the British government. And, over the years, it just never got sorted. So they've been living in the UK technically illegally for like maybe 3-4 generations and just haven't been able to get their documentation sorted, even though they're like naturalized British citizens to an extent or whatever. And they've basically been deporting these people left and right back to Jamaica. People who England is the only country they've ever known, back to Jamaica.
Generations.
Generations.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, back to Jamaica, back to Nigeria, back to Ghana, back to all of these different territories that were part of the.
They have no family.
Yeah, back to where they have no family, where they have no roots, nothing. So that's kind of what's been going on in the UK post Brexit. It's kind of a nightmare, and it's all leading towards like the privatization of our healthcare.
So let me go ahead and say something. The health tourism thing is something that the United States insurance companies use as like a thing to act like the United Kingdom has bad healthcare or Canada has bad healthcare. They'll say like all of these people, they don't travel to the UK or Canada for healthcare. They travel to the United States. And it's like, well, no shit they do. They have shitloads of money, and the more money you have, the better the care is here. But I mean, the fact that they're using that argument, you have two prongs to this. A, they're saying that your healthcare system is superior to these others, and it's a completely different type of healthcare system. It totally debunks the argument in the United States, in my opinion, for the privatized healthcare system, because yours is a public healthcare system, and they're like, there's health tourism now. But the other thing is that you're seeing that argument pop up. It definitely reinforces what you just said, which is that like there's a big danger of them privatizing the healthcare system there. That scares me. Like the fact they're using that argument scares me.
I'm also going to just debunk a little point about private versus public healthcare that you mentioned there as well. In literally 99% of circumstances, you are not going to receive any better treatment in private healthcare.
Absolutely not.
You'll receive immediate help. You'll receive immediate treatment. So if you get scanned and you've got fucking whatever, you'll go and see someone in 2 hours and they'll fucking operate on you. If you go through the public thing, then you're going to be on a list or you're going to wait. But the quality of care you receive is just as good. It's just you're going to jump a queue, and that's what your money will pay for. And in that 1% of time where it is kind of like revolutionary, it's because there's some sort of new cancer treatment, and that costs you up the fucking ass. And if you're the kind of person that pay that money anyway, then you're going to do the private thing anyway. So that is just
it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's a thing in America that I don't feel like they quite understand. It's like, oh, I pay for it, so it's automatically better. It's like, no, it's not. It's just
the customer is always right, sir.
It's the exact same thing with like the difference between American hospitals and British hospitals. In my experience, it's the difference is that American hospitals look like hotels. You get your own room, and the food is like marginally better, but the treatment is exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly.
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 Like there's no like you can have a drug that is available in Scotland and in America. It's the exact same thing, but in Scotland we get free prescriptions, and in America it costs you like up the nose for it.